A huge moo to the herd, and welcome to episode 12 of our Automation Empire playthrough. So in between episodes, I made a few changes. As you can see, practically everything is gone. We basically, I needed to just have a fresh start, clean things out a bit, and just focus on getting the weight up. So what I've done is I've found these mines over here. This is a gold mine, and I've built these little refining mini factories. So my plan is that for each mining drill cluster, it goes into one of these little factories. It then gets shipped over to here, where I've got these large storage containers, and then they go into Crate Maker, into our claw train, and then gets loaded onto our trucks even. I've upped the road to 3 pit stops, and I've got iron coming in from this little mini factory and these ones here, and I've got coal coming from all the way over here. I have to say, it was really nice when I laid the minecart tracks, so I extended it up, and then you've got this valley here. You think, oh, how am I going to bridge that? You just drag it across, and it just builds this lovely little, whoops, hide it there, bridge straight across. So that's really nice to do. So I did a 3-month calculation, and I'm getting just over 4,000 in weight. So if we look at our unlocks, the remote connector is 9,000. But I'm not going to focus on that for this episode. What I'm going to focus on for this episode is the freight train. As I've said before, who doesn't like trains? And if you read through the stuff, it says it instead of receiving crates, it receives resources via loader silos. Well, that's really handy because I've got these big storage tanks here. So potentially I could pipe it into a loader silo, have the train go along, fill up, and off it goes. Now that might mean that we get more weight shipped each month, which means we can do more unlocks and then progress towards winning the game. And because it's been some time, our target is to get 30,000 kilos for the main mission objective, and for the bonus it's 45,000 kilos, and we're on 7. So we're getting there. We're doing a lot better than we did at the start, but we've still got a way to go. So anything we can do to up that weight is going to be of benefit. Now, one of the things we are going to need to do is to unlock the freight train. I pumped steel plates that we were making in the previous episode into a research bay, and so I've got 100 of those. But we need 50 gold. Now, over here, I noticed, we've got most of the patches are in 3s. These are in 2s. So I've got 2 gold, 2 iron, and 2 coal. So what I think I could do is I could prop a couple of mining drills on these 2 gold, and we can put that into our little refining factory, and then pipe that into this area to our research bays. And the idea being that once we've got some more research, we can pipe steel plates and other things, whatever we need to do to get that going. The other thing I want to do is I've got 4 mining set up here, and I've got 3 truck pit stops. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pipe some coal, probably from up here, some iron, and from one of these 2, I haven't decided which one, we'll pipe the coal in. So we have 2 coal, 1 iron. So let's get working on that. The first things first is just to connect up our... I should really stop spinning these things around too fast, because if it's making me feel nauseous, it probably makes anyone watching it feel nauseous. Right, so I want probably on the side, would it be the best place? Yeah, one there, and one here. Pop my little minecart track down there. Just put a single down on each one, so I've got something to connect to. Now, how's the best way of doing this one? Can I go... that actually might work as a 2. That one... no, that's not going to work like that. Let's take you off. So I'm thinking about trains, so I'm clicking on them even more. I actually think I want to take that one out and put that on the side so I can get a better curve. Alright, plop her down. Oops, wrong, just missed it. Right, so minecarts. You go to there. You come round to here. You go round to here. And then what I want to do is put a loop in like that. A loop in like that. And the same here. Like that and like that. And what we'll do is I'll bring that in. Can I get a tight enough curve? No. Didn't think that was going to happen. So we'll just drop it in like that. And this one we'll do. Ooh, need to make sure that's round the right way. And we'll pop that in like that. So I want to route this down that direction. So I suppose I could have it lengthways. And if I left this one out and just routed in through those two. So let's take these off for the time being. What I'm hoping is that if the trains work out as I hope they will, then I should be able to feed that additional coal in. But ultimately I want to try and get things combined as much as possible so that we can get some more value. So I'm doing a 3x9. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And what I then do is drop a door in here. Pop. And we'll turn that round. And we'll pop a door in here. And take that to... Is that too tight? It might not be. Yeah, it needs to go back one. Right, there we go. And out that door. And then bring you round. Not too far because we need to connect that. Right, and so this is my input. So this will pump the iron into carts. It will drop it along here. I then want a picker-upper. And you will not believe, when I was building the other threes, the amount of times I put the wrong thing down. So I'd kick it off and it would be, right, why is it not working? Instead of a picker-upper, I've put a putter-downer. And every time I did it. And one stage it took me 3 attempts and still put the wrong thing down. So don't play this game when you're tired, kids. And right, that goes into my crate maker. And then we'll just do our standard belt configuration. So we'll take that out. 3 I think it was. And take our refiners, pop one there, one there, one there, and one in there, 2 in there, and one of these doohickeys. You skip every 2, you skip every 1, and then in here, same deal, output 3, 1 and 2, and that there, and then a picker-upper. Oh, yes, I did this before. Again, 2 attempts. What I actually want to do is put a turn in here, and then put an unload station in, so that it can get rid of any of the crates, and then a picker-upper on this bit, a small container, and then a putter downer. And if I've got this right, I should be able to put a track there. Pop, yep. So we'll pop our doors in, one here and one here. And wrong track. Right, that one in there. And that one in there. So now I have an output and I can tie that up. And so I think what we'll do is we'll run this one here into here. We'll run this one into the middle, and we'll take this one and run that into this one here. So rather than you guys sitting here watching me do exactly the same as I've done there, I will come back in a minute. See you soon. And we're back. So I have built our little mining depots, refining depots I should say, and our little mining rigs. We've got this one taking out iron straight down to the middle. We've got this one here taking coal down to the outer side, and this one's slightly different configuration. When I set it down, I realised it was a bit too close to the road, but I'll be honest, I couldn't be bothered to redo it. So what I've done is just run this out to a claw train that will pick up the crates from here and drop them into here. So let's get all of the necessary things added in place. Max out. The reason I'm adding like the 12 claws in is just with them spinning around, there's more chance of them picking stuff up, and also it means if there's any pause, it can like be loaded up with 12 whatever, and be ready to drop down. And we'll add, I don't know, probably 6 in here just to be done. Let's add 3 cars on that one. We'll add 3 cars on that one, and we'll add 3 cars on this one. And these I'm just going to pop a couple of cars in. 2 there, 2 here, and we don't need to do anything on that one. So as long as I haven't messed anything up or forgotten anything, the minute I unpause, we should start seeing our additional lines start producing whatever material. Yeah, we're just waiting for these to fill, so that's fine. So it's going to do probably a couple of loops. Yep, and then it's starting. And this one is the same. Yep, that's starting to do it as well. And how about this one up here? And yep, you're starting to fill stuff up as well. So we're just going to let that run for a while, because as I said at the start of this video, one of the things I want to do is to unlock the trains, and to do that we're going to need to do some research. So initially what I'm going to do is I'm going to just drop down our mining rigs here and here. I probably need to put a power station in as well. We're going to pop our transfer tubes and just pop it there and there. And then I want the same setup as we've had before. Our little mining factory. So what we'll do is pop that 1, 2, 3, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Get the doors popped in. 1 there, and hopefully I can get this lined up. 1 in there. Track. Oop, wrong one again. I'm so keen to get the trains. I keep on clicking on the trains, and that can go in there. And just want a nice simple loop, nothing special. Is that flat? It looks fat to me. Yep. No, I can't. There we go. I'm not gonna do anything fancy on this. Once we've started to get trains and bigger stuff, I'll start trying to make these a bit more compact. But for now, this will do. And we want a picker-upper here. This here. Now I'm going to take a risk, because normally I work on the premise that 1 mining drill equals 1 refiner. But I've only got 2, so I'm still going to pop down my 3 refiners. And the reason for that is hopefully at some point we will get another unlock. And that unlock, from what I'm reading up here, is this. The waterworks. which upgrades the capability speed of various machines in your colony by connecting them to your water system. Now, in the factory, up here, it says, connecting water enables interior air conditioning. Air conditioning lowers the monthly power cost of house machines by 10%. So we get an automatic reduction of 10% if we connect this to water. But if I go to the drills, connected water enables fracking. Fracking increases extraction speed by 30%. So if I connect these two to water, in theory, we should be able to mine gold quicker, which I'm hoping, and I'd have to test this obviously, means that we will be able to keep these 3 refiners fully stocked. That's the hope. Obviously we need to test that, but to do that first we need to unlock it. And if I just do this, otherwise I will forget. You go there and you go there. If we look at the unlock, it's 100 gold. Well, we're going to be researching on gold, and 11,000. So if I get this right, and if I do the research properly, it should mean that I need to turn that around. We'll use the gold that I'm going to be researching. Will help to unlock the water, which should then increase the amount of gold I'm producing, and so on and so forth. So picker upper, water container, put a downer, and then whack our doors in. One there and one there, and our track there and there. So I'm just going to be using refined gold to start off with. Now later on, when we need things like, for the rockets, we're going to need gold fuel or capacitors or ethanol, then I'll think about putting combiners in and everything else. But the priority for me right now is just to get gold refined, get that to some research labs, and take it from there. So I'll take this out a bit so I've got something to play with. In this area straight ahead, I am going to pop a loop. Like so. And I'm then going to take a picker upper and stick that right here and put a small container in. Now, in theory, I could run, I'm not going to, is this going to work? One of these here and one of these here, and then pop our connecting pipes in. Done. But I can also, now this isn't long enough to do what I want to do, but if I pop one of these in, I was experimenting with this yesterday when I was clearing the base out, and pop that in there, and then put a long one in, and then put a small one. I should be able to pop that there and that there, and we just need to connect these up with our transfer tubes, one there, one there. So what should happen is our minecart should take the gold, pop it into this one, which will distribute across these. The research bays will then be able to research using the gold, and we will, if this all works, have some gold research going. So let's drop some power in. Just put a little substation in there and take this here to here to here. Make sure you connect this one in, connect the factory up, and then down here, down here, down here, and I should, if I do this like so. Just going to add a couple of minecarts in and just let that run. And last but not least, because I forgot this one, 3 minecarts in here. Oh, actually I don't need 3. I've only got 2 drills. So this will collect gold. It will send it round to here. Gold gets sucked up. Outputs into our crate maker, which will feed into our refiners. So that's 3 crates, 4 crates, 5 crates. This all gets sucked up into this. And once we've got enough to fill the minecarts up, which I think should be this one. Yep. And that gets popped into here. Or not, because, yep, I put the wrong connector on. So I want to pick her upper. Pick her upper. There we go. And that starts feeding into our first research bay. And that will start using the gold. And that one goes in. And that's now started feeding into our second research bay. And so forth. So as this keeps going round, it feeds the gold in. And if I had enough production, I could just extend this out for a few more research bays to get going quite nicely. I'm going to leave it as it is with the 4. We need to obviously get a bit more gold production and everything else running. So now is a good time to just let this go. Let's see how our little setup's going. So we've not got any backlog. I hope it is actually doing. Yep, that's iron coming in. And let's see where our thing is. So our current 3-month weight output is 5,880, which is good. And as we can see, the coal's being delivered. Empty trucks, not a great sign. It means that there is clearly a bottleneck somewhere. I did find on this setup I had a similar issue, and what I did was I just shut down the crate makers for a while, let the storage containers fill up, and that gave me this nice backlog, which means that it's kind of cheesing the system a little, because what you're basically doing is you're getting a nice big backlog of goods, so that for a 3-month period, if you've got enough stored there, you'll have a continuous stream of goods going out, which can really boost your target up. As I said, it's cheesing it a little. And obviously you can't sustain it, so you would need to figure out what the best ratios are and so forth. But considering I spent a lot of time just clearing stuff out, I don't feel too bad about it. We obviously do want to think about getting bigger numbers, especially if we get trains, and if trains can, as I hope, haul more stuff, then that's definitely something we want to get running. So where are we now? So we're halfway through this month. We're already on 7,260. Now, considering my previous 3-month record was 7,440, it does go and say to me, yes, this is working. We're getting a good flow of weight through. Now, we've just exceeded our target. We're 500 kilograms away from this, I keep on the wrong one, here, which is the freight train. So I need 8,000 kilograms. Will we do it? I'd like to think so. But we're just coming up for the 3/4 of the way through. We're 200 kilos short. Each truck is carrying 60 kilos. So I need 4 trucks. Ooh. Yep, we are going to do it. We are absolutely going to do it. So, come on. Yes, 8,040. Perfect. That means I've got enough weight for the train unlock. It's still going up. 8,160, 8,280. I don't think we're going to make the 9,000 for the connectors, but it's a really good start so far. And I think maybe we would if I said let this all back up, clear it down, and then push that through. But the great news is obviously we've got enough weight for the trains. So all we need to do now is wait for this. Now, I've got 5 crates of gold there. So 11 there, so that's 16, 26. And how many do I need for this unlock? I need 50. So we're over halfway through. It means that basically by the time... Yeah, for our next video, we will be unlocking trains. And we will be moving... We'll be changing our base layout to accept trains. What I think I'll do is I'll take one of these lines, probably this road here, replace it with a train track, see how these feeders and everything else work, see if I'm missing anything on that, and see if we can bump up the weight there. So this is probably a really good time to end this video. Next video, we will be unlocking trains. We will be getting them in place. But until then, I hope you join me again, and have a great day. Bye.